Peace and blessings and shalom. This is your brother Asa coming back at you with a quick video. I want to read from the book of Mark chapter 12, and I want you all to see something very interesting that Christ is saying here. So we're going to go to verse 28, and it reads, "And one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together, and perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him which is the first commandment of all. And Yahushua answered him, The first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord." So we see here that even Christ himself is saying that there is only one God. Let's keep reading. "And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment." Clearly, to love the Lord. Continuing on. "And the second is like, namely this, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these." So this is Christ telling us what the two greatest commandments are. He's letting us know that there's only one Lord. Okay? Stay with me. Verse 32. "And the scribe said unto him, Well, Master, thou hast said the truth. For there is one God, and there is none other but he." So we see this scribe agreeing with Christ. All right, let's keep reading. "And to love him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself is more than all whole burnt offerings and sacrifices." This is very true. And we see this parallel in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22. Let's pull that real quick. And that reads, "And Samuel said, Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams." So we clearly see that obedience is greater than sacrifice. Let's see if Christ told this scribe that he was wrong for what he said. Going back to the book of Mark, we're back in chapter 12, and we're at verse 34. And it says, "And when Yahushua saw that he answered discreetly," that word discreetly means wisely, "he said unto him, Thou art not far from the kingdom of God. And no man after that durst ask him any question." So what we don't see is Christ saying, hold on, don't forget about me. I'm also part of this Godhead thing, right? No, we see him saying that there is only one Lord. And we see that further confirmed in the book of Revelations, which is the last book of the Bible. Let's go to chapter 3, and let's go to verse 12. It says, and this is Christ speaking here, "Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name." So what have we learned today? There's only one God, and Jesus Christ himself worships that one God. In the end, those who live accordingly, as he said, will be made pillars in the temple of his God. We also see the conversation between the scribe and the Messiah, where the Messiah didn't check him. He didn't say anything counter. He in fact told him that he is closer to the kingdom of God. Are you on the same path as described? Let that marinate on your spirit. Think about who you truly serve. Think about who Jesus told you to serve. And have a great rest of your Sabbath day. Shalom.